Hi, and welcome to a very proud Geno'S Picks Week 4. Just to keep you updated, I hope you were here last week because I believe Daddy picked 4 games and went 4-0. That's a clean sweep, a grand slammy, bringing my record for the year up to a lovely 9-3. That's 75%. You gotta be excited to see my picks this week, am I right? But first, you know what really grinds my gears? No, not that the NFL is silencing Ed Hockley. I'm over that. Not that Sarah McLachlan 2 weeks now hasn't called the good guy. No. Matt Damon really grinds my gears. Why is it that people who are actors think that suddenly, you know, all that time I spent in theater is going to make me an expert on politics? He's bashing Sarah Palin? Shut up. You don't know anything. If you don't like her, that's fine. But tell me what you like about the Democrats and Barack Obama. I have no problem with either of the contestants. Right. I didn't say candidates because this has become a circus. It's like when Bono, who I love as a musician, decided he knew stuff about politics and said, hey, you know, we should just forgive all the debt that Africa owes us. Really? I got a better idea. Why don't we garnish NBA wages? We'll be even in 2 years. And that's what grinds my gears. Now, let's make some money. Denver is giving 10 points to Kansas City in Kansas City. For the second year in a row, Denver is 2 calls away from being 1-2, or more succinctly this year, being the Oakland Raiders and 2. Okay, Denver has gotten more undeserved gifts in the past 2 weeks than Bristol Palin will at her upcoming baby shower. Okay? Actually, I take that back, because Bristol Palin deserved her gifts because at least she got fucked. Denver is getting every gift possible, okay? But much like every game, the season as a whole, bad calls balance out. And Denver will not be getting these calls come winter. But let's address this upcoming week. Denver thinks they're a better team than they are, okay? On top of that, I don't know, regardless of how bad KC is, I don't know if you know this, but visiting teams in Arrowhead are about as unwelcome and treated as badly as OJ treats a Jew screwing his wife, okay? So let me tell you something. 2 things that you need to know. 1, KC is not going to kill anyone this week, but they are going to cover. And 2, you're not going to find a white Bronco this weekend at Arrowhead. Geno's pick, take KC, getting 10 points. The Packers are getting a point this Sunday in Tampa Bay versus the Bucs. Okay, this is a typical game where the underdog is the team on the road, even though by game time, this is going to be a pick'em, okay? Let me tell you something. I'm not impressed with Tampa Bay. I watched their Sunday game with the Bears, and it reminded me of Jon Voight's resume. Tedious and unwatchable. Is there a movie he won't take? I swear to God, I think Jon Voight's answering machine just says, beep, I'll take it. Okay, let's get to this game. The Green Bay Packers are going to attack with Ryan 5 yards per carry Grant. And Aaron, since Brett Favre has left Green Bay, my life has been Jolly Rogers. Watch for their defense to swarm all over Ernest. I can run faster than any graham cracker. And I'm telling you right now, the Pack is a better team than we saw Sunday night versus Dallas. And the Buccaneers are not as good as a team that beat the Bears on Sunday. Take the Green Bay Packers to flat out win, especially if they're still getting a point come Sunday. Which brings me to my lock of the week. How's my Chargers jersey look, Joe? Great. Thank you. All right. I don't know if anyone saw the Chargers Monday night game, which made Daddy 4 for 4, but can you tell me who led the Chargers in sacks? If you said not Sean Merriman's reconstructed knee, you were correct. But we would also accept the man I've been talking up for the past 3 weeks, Giles Tucker, the man that replaced him. Yes, defenses are cheating towards Sean Phillips, but he still had a sack. So what's going to go on now? I will tell you. The Bolts are going to continue to play really well, but bookies won't be sold on them. Bookies are going to give tentative lines, not sure that they're the Super Bowl team that I think they will be. Like this week, with San Diego giving a mere 7 points to the Raiders in Oakland. Okay. First of all, as of taping, Lane Kiffin is still the coach, okay? But he is walking on more pins and needles than a tourist at the Jersey Shore, all right? Al Davis is a circus, and I feel bad for Lane Kiffin because they're not going to rally around him, and the Raiders sideline has become as gloomy and quiet as Anne Frank's attic. But unlike the fantasy owners every week, the Germans were trying to pick those guys up come Wednesday. Okay, all this said, let me tell you something. The Chargers are a great Super Bowl team. The Raiders, as my father used to say, don't know whether to shit or go blind. My lock of the week, take my San Diego Chargers and run like you stole something. They're going to give the 7 and win easily. Which brings me to my Double Your Money Monday night bet, or as I like to call it, run to the bank like you stole something on Tuesday. The Steelers are giving 7 points to the Ravens in Baltimore. All right, and first of all, this line was harder to find than Plaxico Burress during his bye week. But I will say this. Willie Parker is out. Ben Roethlisberger is banged up. The Steelers' offense has more holes to fill than the Playboy Mansion. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of Cox, Joe Flacco, UD alumni, Blue Hen, is a good quarterback. He's 2-0 in his rookie year. And his team is a good team. And good teams, not great teams, he's a good team. Good teams don't get blown out on Monday night, especially ones led on defense by Ray Lewis, who's better at stopping men from scoring than Joe Simpson. And almost as creepy as him. You know what I mean? People, the Ravens will not lose by more than a touchdown. Take the Ravens getting 7. And those are Geno's picks.